my peeps. This is Elliot Acevedo. I'm a guest here, but I'm just taking over for this episode. Today, we got your normal hosts, Nick McMillan. Say
Hello.
And then we got Ben Fleck.
Hey, everybody.
And tonight we also have Catherine Palladino, resident female. And Charlie is walking around somewhere.
The cat.
Charlie the cat.
Charlie the cat.
Walking around.
Charlie the cat!
Today, Ben has a topic that he'd like to talk about.
Alright, everybody. The topic is, what's the first thing
you remember ever? Oh, this is good. You
I'm
ready?
I'm
okay,
ready.
Let's go.
I
down.
remember being in my crib.
No way.
Nah.
Yes,
Wow.
That's real young.
throwing my bottle or whatever outside the crib constantly so that my mother had to come back in and put it back in the crib because I would cry until she'd come back in and give it to me. And I remember doing it repeatedly.
Oh, snap.
How old would you guess that you were?
A year
If you had to throw it. A year?
I would say probably a year.
That's wild. I don't remember anything anywhere close to that. Ellie, do you have any idea where...
I would say the earliest memory I could think of was maybe when I was 2.
Wow!
And maybe it's like 2 or 3, but
Still.
it's like, and like all the memories from back then aren't like full memories, but they're almost like just pictures, like snapshots.
Sure.
So like I remember being in the backyard with my brother, and we're both on our little 3-wheel bikes or whatever, riding around. And I look up, and my uncle is climbing a tree.
Okay.
So he's just up in a tree climbing or whatever, and I'm riding my bike with my brother.
Sure.
That's all I got.
Now, what if I told you that wasn't a memory, but something that you dreamed about when you were a kid, when you were that age?
I wouldn't be able to tell you
one way or the other.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because
I just thought about
sometimes
that.
when I was little, I would have dreams, and I would think they were real. But
Yeah.
obviously, when I say them back, it's not. So, for example, I remember having this dream that I thought was completely real when I was young, but not young enough to understand what the dream meant.
Sure.
But I was in like a McDonald's play area. I went down one of the slides, but when I went down to a slide, I went to a different room underneath the McDonald's. And in that other room, there were evil baby kids. And it was somewhat hell-like. It was somewhat hell-like, so it was like red and black, and I saw maybe I saw the devil.
Like it's not. Maybe I saw the devil.
Are you alright?
I might have saw the devil.
I'm cool. I'm just saying that's what I remember.
This was a dream you had.
Yeah.
At that age that was so vivid to you that you were like, did that happen?
Yeah.
How old were you?
I don't remember. I just remember being old enough to be like, this feels real,
Like 6
and I
or
think
7?
it's real. Maybe a little bit younger than that. Maybe 4 or 5.
Wow,
yeah.
The devil, though, that's crazy.
What's funny to me is this situation where it starts off as the most innocent, fun thing imaginable. Little Elliot in a jungle gym.
Yeah.
And then he goes down a slide, transitions into
Hell
baby room.
But there was still ball pits and stuff like that. It was just hell.
That's like your own individual,
bloody
like
ball
through the
pits.
looking glass or through the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland, but Elliot in Hell Baby.
I thought it was real. I thought it was real. Like, I felt
Wow,
like
man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, you're
That's
up.
cool.
Yeah.
So the honest thing I can remember, I don't know how old I was. I was young enough to be at an age where I was playing with building blocks. We had these sort of like waffle-shaped blocks that were maybe like 4 inches
Oh, I remember those. Like
wide.
tic-tac-toe things.
You could like build little blocks with them, things. And
Lincoln Logs.
I don't remember the activity of it happening. I remember the aftermath of what's about to happen. But apparently I threw one of these things like really hard and accurately right at my uncle's face. To the point where it chipped his tooth.
No.
And I was laughing hysterically. Not because I was like a maniacal, I'm trying to hurt everybody kid, but because I was I was so surprised that my shot actually hit so perfectly that I'm just laughing and laughing and laughing because I could not believe that that's what happened.
Right.
And what I remembered, my memory from this, was that everybody was like freaking out because I'm laughing at the fact that my uncle's tooth is now chipped.
Or they thought
They're
you were
scared of
They
you.
thought you were a demon.
Yeah, they're like, "What? This is not funny. You
How
did
old
a
are
bad thing." I don't know how old I was. Maybe like 3, 4, if that. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, like I said, old enough to where you can still want to play with like waffle blocks. You know what I mean?
Ben, what was your earliest memory?
He's like, I don't have one. I don't remember yesterday.
I'm like, I just got here.
Never had a memory.
What are we doing?
What's your name?
Come on.
We plucked this guy out of a incubation tank. Do you have one? Have you still not been able to find?
I was just
the earliest
thinking
one?
of it. What?
And it's gone now.
That's why I brought this up, because I thought of it.
Right.
Mm.
And you went around the whole circle and forgot yours.
Yeah, I was like, that's crazy, that's crazy. Oh, what did I do?
Alright. We can
You're like,
edit-
I was a baby
we can edit
and
all this.
I was young.
Oh, it's crazy. I was like 2 years old.
Okay.
I was on a bed with my sister. She
That
was
is
like,
crazy.
Okay. She was like 4 or 5. And I remember, like, it was me, her, my dad, my mom. We're all in the room. And she pushed me off the bed. And I flipped over, like, onto a pillow. Like, my dad had pillows and stuff laid out. And I remember my dad getting so mad at my sister. And, like...
So that's what happened.
Yeah. I think he spanked her
Fell
butt a
off the
little
bed.
bit.
He bit her.
But it's so crazy because I was so young, and I remember it like so vividly, like
Yeah. Well, you got the sense knocked out
like
of you.
falling off the bed. Like I felt like I was falling for a year.
All of
jeez.
that. What was your
It's weird.
first? What was your first memory? What's the first thing you can remember? Let us know in the comments.
All right, peepus. If you like the video, you can like it. You can comment on it. Tell us what you want to hear. We'll see you next time. Make sure you subscribe so you know when our next videos come out. Peace out.